Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where last episode we discovered that quads are pretty cool, but their default loadouts, at least the ones we were given, are hot garbage. That's great! Let's go ahead and run the next in the flashpoint, shall we? This will be great. There is apparently consecutive deployments, so that's definitely something to be considering. The only problem with consecutive deployments, of course, is the fact that... because it's giving us the mechs. The only problem is our mech warriors, potentially. What do we want from salvage? Probably like this free priority salvage. That'll be good. And it's going to give us these Goliaths over here. We're just going to toss in random mech warriors at this point, in all honesty. We're just going to toss in the top 4. There we go. And I want to check to make sure that it won't let us send in a 5th mech. Correct. Okay. So we're going to be doing a Doom Courser Prime this time. We're going to have a Treboruna, a Snow Fox, just a little guy, and a Goliath. Okay, this could be interesting. It's a defend-based mission, and let's see how this goes. If it's anything like the last mission, they probably have just terrible loadouts, but, you know, whatever. I would definitely like to get my hands on one of those, like... Okay, here's the thing, right? They have 2 missile hardpoints on some of them, and they put in dual LRM-10s instead of dual MRM-40s on a 95-ton mech. Now, I don't know what exactly weight constraints on quads look like, but I believe they probably could have gotten better than dual LRM-10s. So we need to defend the facility. Glad you could join us, Commander. The local government leader has decided to try and take one of our bases. I want you to take these mechs and put them through their paces. I feel like that was intended to rhyme. Definitely. Base defense is usually a long and drawn-out affair. Darius, you've spelled affair wrong.
Reactor
but
online.
Okay.
Sensors online. Weapons
I'm a little
online.
concerned about that
All
20-ton
systems
quad,
nominal.
I'll be honest. I'm a little concerned about that.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so we need to make sure that there's at least 1 lurking structures, and there's a bonus, yep. Local government forces arriving, and it looks like we've automatically deployed here. Snow Fox is up here, Doom Courser Prime, and the Goliath is up here. Okay, so we're expecting, yep, there's local government forces over there. We're going to reserve until they've moved.
Here for now.
Oh! I forgot to turn the sound effects back on after that machine gun got stuck last episode. Let's change that. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Okay, so we're going to continue reserving. The Falcon moves forward. Does not fire. At this point, what's the Doom Courser got? A Gauss rifle, an ERPPC, and an LRM-20. Honestly, that's not a terrible loadout.
Roger that.
For a 70-tonner? Not amazing, but it's not terrible. We're going to Warlord to boost our odds a bit here. It's round 1, and it's got 5 evasive pips, so we're not expecting too much. Okay, fair enough. These are just little guys for now, but this is only the Vanguard.
Ready for
So the Treboruna is going to move up. Ah, this is the variant that we fought against last time with the improved heavy Gauss rifle. And it's got 38 rounds of ammo. Okay, so that's quite a lot of ammo. Probably more than it needs, in all honesty.
Here comes the show.
Okay, we missed both of those. That's not shocking. Okay, at this point, the Goliath can step forward a bit. It's running dual MMLs, a medium pulse laser, and an ERPPC. We can fire it in LRM mode. That'll be fine. Boost those hit odds slightly and see if we can hit the Falcon with something. Not much.
Waiting on
Okay,
you, Commander.
so now there's the Snow Fox. We can sprint the Snow Fox out over here. It's running the ATM-3 AP Gauss rifle combo.
Pedal to
Okay.
the metal.
So we're going to go ahead and do that, and the AP Gauss rifles are probably a decent option right now.
Take this.
Although we missed all of them. Okay, that's definitely a battle armor over there.
Attacking you.
Inner Sphere standard, yep. Okay.
Commander.
So at this point, It's now round 2. The Doom Courser will close in.
Consider me there.
We're keeping this hill to our advantage. And we're going to fire on the Falcon here. Ooh, that was a heavy Gauss hit. The Falcon's not dead, but it is not feeling very happy.
Something good.
Honestly, these mechs have a much better loadout than the last. So that's good. That flea is going to close in, I'm sure, but, I mean, it's a flea. What's it going to do, in all honesty? Oh, no. Anyway. So the flea is, kind of exposed right now.
What can I do for you?
The Snow Fox is going to close in over here on the Falcon.
You betcha.
Light him up. This could kill the Falcon. We didn't get a huge amount of hits there, so that's okay. The Goliath is going to head over this direction. And I think that the Goliath should fire on the flea. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Confirmed.
We missed the ERPPC, but the MML's doing enough. Taking out that flea's leg, and that's a knockdown. Excellent. Innersphere Standard moves up, fires on the Doom Courser, but it's firing indirect and not getting very much done.
I'm showing minor damage.
Cool.
Receiving you.
The Treboruna is going to position here where it can fire on the flea or on the Falcon, and honestly, I think we fire on the Falcon here.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, we missed the Gauss. Oh, we missed both. On 76%. Oof. Missing both of them. That's rough. Barely does any damage to the Snow Fox there, as expected.
You've got nothing. You hear me?
Okay, next round.
I hear you.
The Snow Fox, I want it to actually make its way up over this way and get into the rear arc of this Innersphere
Right,
Standard.
Commander.
Light him up.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Solid armor damage there.
Good to go.
The Doom Courser is going to close up over here.
Copy that.
Because it's got the LRMs and the Gauss rifle, I want it to fire on the Falcon here.
Targeting for an Alpha
We missed with the
strike.
Gauss again. Oof. Definitely getting some awkward rolls there, but it's okay.
Reporting. Critical
That
hit.
Falcon is very not doing well. The IS Standard moves up, fires on the Snow Fox, and gets a couple of hits there, but we're doing okay for now.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched.
Okay, phase 14. The Falcon moves. I don't think it has weapons
What's
left.
up, boss?
The Goliath is just going to kind of chill over here.
Moving out.
Yeah, that Falcon doesn't have weapons, so we're going to fire on the flea. This is probably a kill here, especially if we hit that leg.
I copy. Target's taking a critical hit.
That flea has no armor left, except for in the head. Exciting.
Commander,
The Treboruna is going to step up.
move into position.
50%. We're going to take out the flea.
Affirmative. Hostile eliminated.
Okay, yep, we're not surprised at enemy reinforcements. However, we're a little surprised at where they're coming in at.
What can I do
Okay,
for you?
so the Snow Fox, I want it to...
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Okay, I did not expect it to actually move there. I was trying to click on these guys to melee them, but I guess we're here now. It didn't actually feel like it asked me the orientation, but okay.
All weapons.
I guess this is our life now.
How's it going?
So the Doom Courser... Oh, okay. So we actually see an Urban Mech, a Locust, and a Dart up there. I don't know what's over here. It doesn't look like anything. Kind of odd. We're going to move up with the Doom Courser here, and I would love to fire on the infantry, but the Falcon is the obvious choice here. Very nice clustering there. We got a head hit.
Target's taking a critical
But that
hit.
Falcon is surprisingly still kicking. There's a Stinger out over there that I didn't see. Okay.
Ready for orders.
I'm actually going to send the Goliath to go deal with that Stinger, but not yet.
On my way.
It'll move out over here. We could fire on that Falcon if we wanted to get the kill, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean this guy up.
Target confirmed.
That's going to be a knockdown. Panic level critical. There's basically nothing left in that Falcon. Okay, good. The knockdown took him out. The Inner Sphere Standard moves up, fires at the Snow Fox, but doesn't get anything of note there.
Wow, that was bad.
Dart closes in a bit. Locust closes in a bit, fires on the military building. Does some damage to it. There's a galleon over here. Okay, good to know.
What's up, boss?
The Trebaruna is going to park over here
On my
for right
way.
now, and we'll check hit odds. 25%. Virtually the same out over here. Let's go ahead and Warlord and fire on the Dart here. If we hit it with the HGR, that's going to do a lot.
Confirmed.
We didn't, but that's okay. So there's a Locust out over there as well. This is a lot of enemy forces for sure. For 4 quads to deal with. 3 full lances.
Good to go.
So at this point, are the quads incapable of meleeing? Maybe. This does say that the melee does 75 damage. But it kind of looks like they might be incapable of melee. We're going to move into here
Moving to position.
and continue to hit the rear arc of these guys. I mean, rear arc doesn't actually mean anything on infantry, I don't think.
Commencing
But
Alpha strike.
that hit me. Excellent. So we took out
Critical hit,
at least
Commander.
one of the units there.
Receiving you.
The Doom Courser is going to head over here as well. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to head over here
Yes, I'm there.
due to range. 57.9. Okay, we're going to fire on these guys. They have very little armor left. We're going to hope that we don't stray shot our friend. Okay. Boarding claws destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
Yes,
Excellent.
Commander.
Now, the Goliath is going to head up over this way to try to head off this force over here. We see a Locust, a Galleon, and a Stinger at least. And the Galleon is the highest hit odds, so that's what we'll take. We missed the PPC, but we got a little bit in with the MMLs. Irby closes in, fires on the structure, but misses. Excellent.
Waiting for orders.
The Trebaruna is going to close in over here. Once again, I would love to fire on these guys over here. Hit odds are really not great on any of this. So we're going to go ahead and fire on the Locust. If we hit the HDR, it'll do a lot, but odds are no. We did hit it. Oh, that's a one-shot on the Locust. Okay. Fantastic. Enemy Locust closes in over here. IS Standard moves up, fires on that Snow Fox a little bit more.
Minimal damage, Commander.
Yep. The Dart closes in, continues to shoot at the building. Actually, I think it missed everything there. Cool. Galleon closes in, shoots at our Goliath. That's fine. The Goliath is perfectly fine here.
Damage is minor, Commander.
And a Stinger. Okay. Cool.
Commander.
So I'm a little sad about the salvage here. We're pretty heavy in salvage, and we're not going to get much out of that, but we're going to go ahead and continue firing on the IS standards.
All weapons are go.
And that is very
hit,
close to all of them dead. Very, very
Yes,
close.
boss.
The Doom Courser is, I think, going to head over here for right now.
Acknowledged.
We can finish off those if we wanted to, or we could fire on this Stinger, which is much, much better hit odds. And we're going to do that. It's still not great, to be clear, but it's a
Firing.
Stinger. If we hit, it'll do a lot. But all we hit was a couple of missiles, so not really all that much there.
Good to go.
The Trebaruna is going to head over here.
On my way.
9.2. Okay. We're definitely going to fire on this Dart. Once again, if we manage to hit this, it could one-shot, and we'll see if it does. Just the ERPPC. Okay.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Sounds good. So the IS standard moves up, fires on our Snow Fox, misses. The Dart moves up,
They're getting the angle on.
fires on the Goliath, mostly misses. Stinger closes in. Irby closes in. Okay, AC 10 Irby.
Good to go.
Got it. The Goliath is at this point going to move over this way, and we want to fire on whatever the hit odds are highest on. Currently, that looks like the Galleon. Actually, by far the Dart. We're going to Warlord it. This is very likely a kill on the Dart, I think.
Roger that.
Oh, but we missed the ERPPC. That's actually some unfortunate rolls there.
Critical hit.
We had decent hit odds there, but no such luck. Locust fires on that building. Okay. The Galleon closes in, fires on the building, does a little damage. Not a ton.
Waiting for orders.
The Snow Fox is going to move in here and finish off this guy.
Coordinates received.
Hit odds are actually kind of bad, but that's okay.
Firing everything I've got.
There we go. Vanguard is out of here.
That's a kill.
Next up,
Yes, Commander.
the Doom Courser can position, like, here. It's kind of awkward, but it can position here. It could fire on that Irby with reasonable hit odds, or it could fire on this Stinger with far worse hit odds. So Irby it is. These are still not amazing hit odds, but we'll give it a go.
Everything I've got.
Gauss Rifle and PPC missing, but the missile's getting a structure exposure there. The Dart moves up, fires on the building, doesn't get much done. A little bit, actually. That building's pretty close to dead. Stinger closes in, continues to fire. Galleon closes in. And this is just a matter of them having, 12 units to R4.
Orders.
To be expected, in all honesty. We're going to close in over this way with our Goliath. And at this point, we could fire at that Dart. We could also fire out at the Irby. Or we could fire on the Galleon, which no one else really has good access to, in SRM mode. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Reasonable damage to the Galleon there.
Standing by.
The Trebaruna is, I think, going to step over to here.
Affirmative.
And we could fire on the Irby on 25% hit odds, or on the Stinger on 22. Neither of these are great, but we're going to Warlord, boost those hit odds, and fire on that Irby, see what we get. Nothing. I'm not shocked,
That's a miss.
but I am a little sad. The Irby closes in. That's going to be that building gone, which means our bonus is out of here. That's unsurprising, with how many enemies we're fighting.
Commander,
The Snow Fox is going to sprint its way over this direction.
double time.
And we're just going to toss ATMs at that Irby into its weak arc.
Firing on target.
Only 8 damage.
Waiting for orders.
The Doom Courser is going to make its way over this way. And it has clear LOS on the Stinger. We're not going to fire the ERPPC due to heat, but everything else, let's see what we get. No Gauss hit. A few LRM hits. And we got a head hit out of it too, so that's okay.
Commander.
At this point, the Goliath is going to continue its firing on the Galleon.
All weapons are low.
And that Galleon is out of here. Beautiful.
Mech destroyed.
The Dart closes in,
Watch the flank.
fires on the Goliath rear arc, gets internal damage through armor there,
That shot got past my armor.
with lasers. No, okay, I'm wrong. It actually just goes in the rear arc. Okay.
Need something, Chief?
The Trebaruna is going to have to move over this direction,
Heading out.
and we're going to fire on that Stinger. Odds are not amazing,
Now let's see how you handle this.
and we don't hit. Okay. Irby closes in, fires on that building, does some damage. Cool. Let's see what Phase 13 has in store for us. The Stinger swings out, doesn't fire. Okay.
Good to go.
So our Snow Fox is going to continue closing in on this Irby here. I would love to take up this side arc position. And that'll do. Let's even Warlord it. We could go in this side arc and get a lot of damage here. Let's see what happens.
All weapons are go.
Not terrible. Torso destruction. Of
Critical
course,
hit,
that's not the
Commander.
important torso on an urban mech.
Waiting for orders.
Our Goliath is going to dip over here and protect its rear flank a bit.
On my way.
And we now have access to shoot at that locust. And are we better off in SRM or LRM mode? LRM mode. This locust could actually easily die here.
On it.
But our damage all spreads out, and
Standing
I guess
by.
that's okay. The Doom Courser is going to position over here. We can fire on that Stinger or on the Urban Mech, which we have much better odds on. Hit that Urban. We missed with the Gauss, but the PPC hits, and pretty much all of those missiles hit as well. That's guaranteed a knockdown on the Irby, for sure. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
The Trebaruna, I would love to get into position to attack something other than the Irby. But we'll see what the hit odds are like. Yeah, that's about what I expected. We're going to take out that Irby. Cover him. With that heavy Gauss hitting, it never had a chance.
Target neutralized.
Excellent. The Stinger moves up over this way, fires on the building. Unsurprising. I was going to say unexpected, but it's very, very expected. The Dart moves up, doesn't really do anything of note.
Receiving you.
The Doom Courser wants to get into a position where it can attack something. And this appears to be about the best place it can go. Locust it is. I believe that's a dead Locust?
Enemy down.
Yes, that is a dead Locust.
Waiting for orders.
Fantastic. The Snow Fox wants to get into position to attack that Dart. And can we, is the question. Not in any direct manner, sadly.
Moving fast.
But we can lob some ATMs into him. Not getting too much done there, in all honesty. The Goliath is going to move up over here.
On my way.
And we're going to hit this Dart with SRMs.
Acknowledged.
I'll be honest, I did expect that to kill.
Target's taken a critical
But it didn't.
hit.
That's okay, this is the last round anyway. So the Trebaruna is going to move over here and fire on that Stinger. Hit odds are still not great, but we could kill it with the heavy Gauss.
Firing a full shell.
But we didn't, we took out the leg. This is well under control, but this is the last round before reinforcements show up, so... It is what it is. They go for the Goliath,
Light damage. Holding firm.
and there we go.
Mission successful.
That one wasn't so bad. The loadouts were much better, actually. We were able to make good use of those. As opposed to, like, the PPC dual LRM-10 combo. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? That's not very much damage. Okay, so that's all good. We got a decent payday out of it. I don't think we took any injuries either, so that's great. We don't care about damage, of course. Those weren't our mechs. Now, salvage, that's a problem. I guess we take an Engine Core 210. We just take what we can sell, because I don't want any of this, in all honesty. I really don't. I don't think this is worth anything, really. Yeah, not really. Galleon, not really worth anything either. Yep. This is pretty hot garbage in terms of our salvage here. I guess we'll take Galleon parts to scrap. It'll be fine. SRM-2, SRM-2 Streak, basic cockpits, Engine Core 210. Did we already have one? We did. FCS standard heat sinks. Like, we don't need any of this. We sell literally all of it. Now, there is consecutive deployment, so we might have a consecutive deployment here. If we do, there will be a cut going in here. This is about the right time for it, so we'll see if that's a thing. If that's a thing, the complicated part, of course, becomes number of pilots, right? So I think we have 4 pilots, and even if we don't, we can put in some fatigued pilots that will then net an injury after that, but that's a possibility. For now, though, it is time to put a cut in, so once we know what's going on, I will go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and it looks like this is not a consecutive deployment. Okay, Sounds good. So we will probably tick forward a little bit here and let a couple mech warriors come back. In fact, I'm going to tick forward 2 days right now before I forget. There we go. We're not going to wait for all of these guys, but we'll run the rest of this flashpoint, or at least the next mission, next episode. See you all then.